Welcome at SAP SAPPHIRE 2022. I'm here in The Hague for the regional event and I brought the SAP Podcar to collect real-life customer stories. And during the keynote, the digital transformation journey story of Schneider Electric really stood out. And to find out more, I'm joined here at the SAP Podcar by Patrick Weckesser, Chief Digital Officer from Schneider Electric, and Thomas Saueressig, member of the SAP Executive Board responsible for product engineering. Welcome at the SAP Podcar. Just gave you the keynote, and I think the story of Schneider Electric really stood out on your digital transformation journey. Maybe you can elaborate a little bit on what you just explained.
Yeah, so if I asked to go into or explain what digital transformation means at Schneider, it's really a business transformation. So digital doesn't mean that we only introduce a couple of new tools across the organization, but we are looking at this as a digital business transformation. And this business transformation has two dimensions for us. The one dimension is really about our value proposition, about our portfolio, where we have emerged from a very classical electromechanical product portfolio in low and medium voltage, motors, drives, PLCs, to a much more software-defined and digitally defined value proposition. And this has been a journey which has been going on for a good number of years already, with exogenous as well as endogenous investments. EcoStruxure, our IT platform, is the core of this enhanced value proposition, and actually we see sales numbers growing really nicely, particularly to drive more software and service sales in the future. That's one part, the one dimension. The other part dimension of our digital transformation is really about productivity and efficiency across all of our business processes, from PLM, CRM, SCM, and we have created a model which we call our power couple model, where we have one partner in that power couple model being the business process owner, and the other partner is the owner of all the technical platforms for that respective business process.
Business and IT go hand in hand.
Yes, business and IT go hand in hand, and this is, from my viewpoint, the only way how to drive a business transformation. It needs to go hand in hand. You need to challenge each other between business and IT. Sometimes you need to rub on each other also a little bit, and at the end, I'm asking, and not only me, but also all my peers on the XCOM, we are asking these power couples not only what are the problems that you guys need to fix next quarter, but we are asking what is the target state that you would like to reach in 3 to 5 years. So what is that target picture on the business process side as well as on the digital platform side?
Okay, and Thomas, maybe you can explain how can SAP support Schneider Electric the best way in their digital transformation journey?
Yeah, I think what we talked about at stage is agility. I mean, there's a need for speed in implementation project, time to value, and that's exactly why we team up as partners to really think about how can we help with our S/4HANA public cloud solution to get the speed into that, because I think speed is of essence in these very unprecedented times which we have. And overall, I mean, from our aspect, we have 3 big ambitions which line up so perfectly actually to Schneider Electric. The one is business transformation as a key aspect. Peter mentioned it. It's for me a best role model actually, how business is in the lead, driving the change together with an IT function, enabling that with agile software. But then also think about the supply chain topic, supply chain resiliency, and last but not least, our common shared goal about sustainability. And that's exactly where we believe with our modern S/4HANA cloud solution, we can help Schneider to achieve the goal, which we actually share in this regards as well.
Yes, so digital transformation is one challenge, but how then do you also face the sustainability challenge?
So sustainability and transformation is basically two sides of the same coin, and not only for us at Schneider Electric, but for any company out there. So I think every company needs to rethink their business models and drive sustainability through all scopes. Scope 1, Scope 2, Scope 3, and even Scope 4 is important. And we all realize Scope 3 is by far the biggest piece of that challenge. So we need to really look into our supply chain, and not only Schneider, everybody needs to do that, upstream as well as downstream, and really manage our supplier network, help our suppliers to achieve their sustainability ambitions. This is really key for us. And I personally believe we have too many standards out there. I hope that these converge very quickly, and I believe also in sustainability there's a lot of potential in partnering between SAP and Schneider Electric in the future.
Exactly.
So how can SAP support you the best way in this sustainability journey?
Now, let's start with supply chain, which is, of course, in the current supply chain crisis for many companies one of the bigger challenges. And SAP is the core platform that we use in our own supply chain management. Many of our customers are using SAP in their supply chains. So here clearly we need to connect the supply chains across the whole value chain from the raw materials until a product is delivered into the market. And we in Schneider, particularly in the supply chain crisis, we realized that we have clear areas for improvement in our supply chain, which is creating company-wide standards in Schneider wherever that makes business sense. Traditionally, we came together through many acquisitions, so we don't have that level of integration, and now we believe RISE in public cloud is the solution for us to exactly achieve that. And why do we want to go for RISE in public cloud? We want to kind of decommission 70 ERP systems in the course of the next years. That's a huge transformation. And I believe in a very quick deployment. And I believe this is only doable in public cloud because the whole commissioning can happen much faster if you go to a public cloud solution instead of a classical approach that you need to first procure the compute hardware, set up everything. So commissioning out of public cloud will be much faster, and that's, I think, the recipe to drive a transformation like this relatively quickly.
Yeah, I think this is the best proof that we had in mind when we came up with the S/4HANA Cloud, right?
Absolutely, it's a perfect story, and I think what is so exciting is the approach how they do it. Because I think Scott mentioned it on stage so nicely. I mean, technology works. Our products work. We know that we have more than 20,000 S/4HANA customers around the globe already, significantly increasing year over year. But actually, how to do that, how to approach it, that's actually the key challenge. And that's exactly where I believe Schneider Electric, again, is a role model for how to do that together with the business and seeing IT as a strategic enabler for all of that aspects. And I have to say, I'm really excited that we are able to join that journey here together to make that a reality.
An amazing journey. Yeah. Thank you very much, and enjoy The Hague. Enjoy SAP Sapphire.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Pleasure to be here.
Thank you.